everyone, my name is Gabby and today I'm going to go ahead and take us through a recipe which is called Tarte aux Pommes, and it's basically a French version of an apple pie. I've never made it before, so I'm hoping it comes out okay, and thank you for just joining me on this journey. So the very first thing that we're going to do is I went ahead and I bought some puff pastry. If you want, you can actually make it from scratch. I didn't really feel like doing that because I wanted it to be a super simple recipe. But what I'm going to first do is go ahead and roll it out, just so that way I can go ahead and put it in my nice little pie dish here. So I'm going to spread this flour onto the surface. This maybe is a little bit too much flour, but we'll figure it out. And I have my nice rolling pin here. And I'm just going to go ahead and take this, which has been defrosted, and lay it down here and just roll it out a bit. But hopefully we can go ahead and add it here. All right, it is looking like this is a good size. I'm gonna go ahead and add it here. And oh my gosh, I definitely put a ton of flour here, but hopefully that's gonna be fine. So I'm just gonna flop it on here and gonna make this come sit here. And actually what I'll go ahead and do is wipe this away. I'll clean up to the flour. So here what I like to do kind of on the corners is just fold it in on the side, and it'll be extra yummy for whoever gets that part of the tarte aux pommes. Hopefully that will be me. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and set this to the side. And the next really important step is I'm gonna go ahead and take some of these really yummy apples, peel them, and then slice them before we go ahead and add that here. Alright, this is an apple that's mostly peeled. I'm really excited about it. Next up, let's cut it up. And let's go ahead and use this here and just kind of cut it this way. Of course, I've covered it so you can't really see, but I'm going to cut it there. I'll cut it this way. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cut this into 4 nice pieces. Ooh. And then I'll cut this into some really nice slices. Okay, so once you have your apples nicely sliced, we're going to add a little bit of citron, which is lemon, of course. You can give this like a nice little roll, and that's actually going to help it kind of just become juicier, so that when we squeeze that, that'll be easier. Gonna add that to our apples. Here we go. It's like a nice squeeze, kind of like this. Alright, cool. And this is actually some powdered sugar that I had set aside ahead of time. I'm gonna throw a little powdered sugar on top. It's not really necessary because it's gonna be super sweet on its own, but I think it'll give it a really nice taste. Then a little bit of cinnamon, or a lot if you love cinnamon like me. A little bit of ginger. So adding the cinnamon and ginger is kind of less authentically French, just because the French don't add a ton of spices to things. They do to some things, like there's pain d'épices, for example, where they do add some, but not to everything. So here's a little bit of vanilla. Oh my gosh, I think this is going to be so nice. You can kind of use your hands actually to blend it if you're not afraid of doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and use my hands to just kind of blend this up a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is smelling so, so, so nice. Sweet. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So next up, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of applesauce to our base. And if you want, you can make this applesauce homemade. I actually went ahead and bought some applesauce that is from Chili's Family Orchard, which is actually where we went to go ahead and pick these apples from. So we picked these apples at Carter's Mountain, and then we bought this. So it's very kind of like local and homemade, which is really cool too. Okay. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take our nice little pie. We're gonna just prick it with a fork all over. And I'm gonna add a layer of compote, which is applesauce in French. We're gonna add this here. Oh my gosh, you can see it's such a beautiful color. I'm so excited. I think this is gonna be so delicious. So you're just gonna add a nice kind of even layer along the bottom. Bloop, 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 like this. All right, very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside. It's just a really nice thin layer. So hopefully you can kind of see this. Maybe you can see it a bit here. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of a layer of cinnamon because I am kind of obsessed with it. You can do that if you so feel inspired like me, but you don't have to. And next we're just gonna go ahead and take these apples and layer it straight on top. Then we're pretty much done with our recipe. Alright, so I'm going to try and take this towards the camera for you guys to see, hopefully. Let's see, you can see this nice little thing. I don't know, it might not even be. That is the oven ready. So that is a good sign. This is going to go into the oven at 410 degrees. And we'll leave it in there for about 30 minutes. I will check on that in the recipe to make sure that's the right time. But right before that, I was about to go to the last step. I'm just going to add a little bit of butter on top actually. So here I've taken about 30 grams of vegan butter and I'm just going to layer kind of this on top, which probably sounds a bit weird, but it is what you were supposed to do. You can kind of cut this up into thinner slices as well. I can't speak. You can cut this into nice little thin slices just to put on top. Go ahead and cut this way. There we go. I'm actually tempted to put more butter on this, but we're gonna attempt it this way because I guess less butter is probably healthier. Okay, cool. Sweet, this is looking pretty nice. It doesn't need to be like the most even thing of butter either. It should just like melt into this yummy gooey stuff afterwards. Cool. Okay, so this is ready to go into the oven. I will show you guys what it looks like when it comes out. Okay guys, so this is our Tarte aux Pommes, which is out of the oven. And it smells so freaking good. I wish that you could smell it through the camera. So I'm gonna try and show it to you this way. Hopefully it's not gonna fall. But try and make it at home and leave me a message in the comments if you did try it, how it came out. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Talk soon, bye. Aha, and you guys thought that I was not going to try it for you, but I am. So let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is really, really freaking delicious. I love it. Yay, I can't wait for you to try this. See you all later.